Good morning and welcome back to Kirkstone. Just got a small delivery here from my friends Stuart and Jane, who trade as PlantLifeCactus on eBay UK. They're based in Bournemouth in England in the United Kingdom. So I'm just finishing off removing the copious amount of padding. The plants arrived very well protected indeed, and I've got, how many have I got in here? 6 small plants after I've removed the packing. Let's take a look at what's come from PlantLifeCactus. Now, I can't remember what was ordered, so we'll have a quick look now. Oh, what a fantastic start that is. Now, this is a plant I once saw a black and white picture of many years ago, and as a child I couldn't believe that such a plant existed. And this is a very, very rare and supposedly very difficult to grow, but we'll see, example of an extreme xeriform haworthia. This is Haworthia Springbok vlachensis. Now do please concentrate on the pronunciation, because for many years you would see in books that this plant was written as Springbok vlachensis, but that date has now been name has now been upgraded, and it is Springbok vlachensis without the T. And I hope you can see that the entire top surface of the leaf, the parenchyma within the leaf, is completely transparent, which gives almost certainly the biggest windows at the top of any haworthia. That's an amazing plant. So in the wild, of course, this would grow buried up to the leaves, and you would see just these shiny little windows in amongst the sand, the grit, the pebbles and the general detritus of the South African deserts, and the light would penetrate deep within the plant but without exposing the body of the plant to dehydration from the searing winds and the desert heat. And some lovely strong roots there. It's a fantastic plant, really on my top 25 hit list of plants to own. Haworthia Springbok vlachensis. Absolutely fantastic. And a really nice label, a clear, well written label, so potting up should be simplicity itself on that one. That's a fantastic start. Very happy with that. What else do we have from Stuart and Co? And another Bobby Dazzler, as we say in this country. This is a modern aloe hybrid. You see how mean I am. I save every molecule of pebbles and compost to reuse again. This is an astonishing aloe hybrid called Snowstorm. Now there's a whole sequence or series of these snowy named modern aloe hybrids. We've got Snowstorm, we have Snowflake, we have Blizzard, and others from Kelly Griffin and Karen Zimmerman, mainly the main promulgators of the American aloe hybrid program. And just look at that plant. It is richly covered in these thick white tubercles, not only on the outside of the leaf but also on the inside surface of the leaf. And we also have already 3 small offsets. So the aloe hybrid Snowstorm. Isn't that a gorgeous plant? Absolutely lovely. It's my new favourite aloe hybrid for today. What else do we have? They're very active in the British cactus and succulent world, the PlantLifeCactus people. They do lectures at British Cactus and Succulent Society events. They travel around the country promoting the hobby, attending shows. They really are great people to get to know. And this is a hybrid euphorbia. I'm very partial to the group Haworthia, although I do think it needs some botanical clarification and classification. This is Euphorbia blueperifolia, which is the one that looks like a green pine cone, hybridized with Susannae, which is that strongly tubercled plant which produces many offsets and eventually turns into a small mound. And you can see that we've got something happening here. So we've got the base of the plant here. Okay, that's brownish, which normally happens with these euphorbias. They tend to bark up at the lower levels. And then we have the dead zone where the plant has grown and the leaves, being deciduous, have fallen off. And then we have another bright green leaf further down. So this will be the first of the offsets emerging, and nice and symmetrical. The second offset will be coming out of here. So by this time next year we should have 3 strong heads at least from this very unusual architectural and sculptural euphorbia hybrid. Susannae hybridized with blue perifolia. A great plant for the euphorbia collection. Just save some more compost there. What else do we have from the PlantLifeCactus people? I will put all the details on here. Now look at that. That's not something you see every day from Stuart and Jane. Look at that. What a lovely thought. Thank you. 5 plants enclosed plus an extra plant. And the extra plant is this lovely, almost specimen-sized Haworthia armstrongii. Thank you so much, Stuart and Jane, the PlantLifeCactus people. So you buy 5 plants and get 1 free. That's absolutely a very heartwarming gesture indeed. Great. I told you they were nice people and I didn't even know about that. Lovely, lovely. You know, if the world was full of people like Stuart and Jane, the world would be a better and definitely a greener place. What else do we have in the collection? Oh, look at that. Now this is a cultivar of one of my favourite plants. In fact, my actual favourite plant in the collection, believe it or not viewers, my favourite plant is a very common plant and it's not even in the greenhouse, it's actually grown in my kitchen. And it is a small plant, well it was when it was bought, a small plant of that very common Haworthia attenuata. And I'm going to do a special feature on it later because it has, like Topsy, growed and growed. It is a perfect, wonderful specimen plant, which I'm talking about without being able to show you, which is bad videoing, but I will show you it very soon. I just love that plant. It is perfect in every way and just shows you what can be achieved with windowsill gardening. So I think probably we'll do a windowsill gardening feature as well, because not everybody has the luxury of having a 60-foot greenhouse, do they? So this is Haworthia attenuata, but a very special cultivar form called Tanba, with a very, very different shape. And those leaves, you can see those keel, boat-shaped leaves with their upturned end. Every leaf is the same, with a little tiny spike on the end. But look how richly decorated that is with white pearlescent tubercles, a bit like Haworthia pumila and a couple of others. It really is shining in the sun. I don't know if you can see that in today's sunlight. What a lovely, lovely plant. Haworthia attenuata cultivar Tanba. Can't wait to get that one potted up and see what it looks like in the pot. Just save some more compost. I almost have enough compost there for a plant pot. And 1 plant left. I don't know what this is, but this is another rare Haworthia. We need to do a feature on the genus Haworthia. I'm making a mental note of the features we need to do, but we need to do a feature on the genus Haworthia because I have a lot of Haworthias and they are an especially fascinating genus. And this is another truncata hybrid, and this is a truncata hybridized with another cultivar which we have in the collection, I'll show you a bit later, called Haworthia kegani. So this is Haworthia hybrid. It's the species truncata hybridized with a cultivar, which is another artificially created hybrid called kegani. So I mustn't linger because I am very, very busy today. This is a quick overview of the fantastic plants that have come from Stuart and Jane, who trade as PlantLifeCactus on eBay UK. Now they always have a very wide range of plants, and many unusual plants like this Haworthia Kagani, and some really choice unusual specimens like this Haworthia attenuata, which I displayed slightly earlier. We've got that interesting hybrid euphorbia. This is Blue Perifolia hybridized with Susannae, so it's going to have the aspect of Blue Perifolia with that pine cone shape and those deciduous long leaves at the top, but the overall growth form of Susannae, freely clustering and making a mound. Then there's that amazingly unusual Haworthia Springbok flacensis with those incredibly large and exaggerated windows. If I could get the angle there, that's probably the best angle. You can see the windows right at the very top of the plant. Not only is it retuse, it's super retuse. You just imagine that a line across the dark green there, that would be the surface of the soil, and the actual windows would be the only thing facing the light. But even they would be flush with the desert ground. And finally, or almost finally, penultimately, we have that bright white speckled aloe snowstorm, that incredibly unusual aloe hybrid with its two little offsets. A glorious plant. Really can't wait to get that potted up. And then thank you very much, Stuart and Jane. We have a free gift. We have that Haworthia Strongy Eye, and there's the note that they put in. There we are. I never lie. Trying to get it out of the light and failing. Thank you. 5 plants enclosed plus an extra plant. Stuart and Jane PlantLifeCactus. Isn't that great? And there is the offending article. Haworthia Strongy Eye from Stuart and Jane, the PlantLifeCactus people at Bournemouth in the United Kingdom. So it's goodbye from Haworthias, Strongy Eye in particular, that wonderful attenuata tanba, that unusual hybrid Truncata Kagani, that euphorbia hybrid Blue Perifolia hybridized with Susannae, the pick of the bunch really, aloe snowstorm. Look at that, just look at that. That's a fantastic plant, and the plant I've been after for many years, so I've got a sense of completion and finality about that. Haworthia Springbok Flacensis. Okay, goodbye from me, goodbye from Kirkstone. I'll put these up and pop some pictures onto the Facebook and Instagram pages. Bye bye for now, have a lovely day. Bye bye.